So we tip off at Wellesley High School for the girls' basketball home opener on Tuesday. After easily taking care of Needham on the road, Coach Magpyong's emphasis on team defense would especially shine through on this night. Dominating their rivals, the Needham Rockets, all game, that in itself would make it that much sweeter. So here we are in the first, and what an opening quarter it is, as the Raiders do a great job moving the ball and getting to the basket. On fire, especially here, would be Emily Cronin and Dorian Cohen, as the Rockets continue to struggle. Dorian Cohen, with the fake at the top of the key, easily drives inside for 2 more points. It's already a 13-0 Wellesley lead. When Needham is finally able to find net, it's with less than a minute to go here in the first, on a Michaela Hunt free throw. But coming off the bench and making an impact already, Caitlin Tchaikovsky with another assist inside the paint to Dorian Cohen sets up Cohen for the foul and 1. Cohen's 7 points in the quarter to go along with Emily Cronin's 7 gives Wellesley a huge advantage, going into the second up 16-1. Holding Needham to 2 for 15 shooting in this first half, forcing 16 turnovers, the second quarter would continue to be defensive domination by the Raiders. Great play here as Leo Sperling with the nasty block, and Katie Williamson creating chaos around Megan Wentworth, causes Wentworth to lose possession. Then, when Rockets go with the full-court press, Raiders are more than ready, with crisp passing from Tchaikovsky to Cohen to a wide-open Caroline Sullivan, making it a 25-7 Wellesley lead. As we head into halftime, Wellesley opens up the third with great ball movement that helps Leo Sperling easily bank in 2 more. But Needham, after relying on so many perimeter shots and not seeing any results, start to see a few of their tries find net. Rockets get a much-needed tray here by their freshman, Maeve Barker. Then off a steal in the paint, Cara Petronio connects for 2 and gets the foul. But it's still a big deficit Needham is faced with here, down 29-12. And Rockets defense is nowhere in sight on this play, as Emma Ivy to Cohen to a wide-open Leo Sperling for 2 more. Then Sperling returns the favor as she takes the assist, and Dorian Cohen scores. And I have a feeling we'll be hearing a lot of that combo this season, as the Raiders now hold their largest lead of the night here, 33-12. Rockets get some help offensively on a fast break here by Kathleen Rizzo, and then Cara Petronio working hard inside for the foul and 1. But after 3 played here, Wellesley is still up 36-19 and are not about to let Needham back into this game. Wellesley took over in the opening quarter and never let up, as Needham could only pull close enough to an 11-point deficit, as the Raiders' team defense set the tone early. And behind Dorian Cohen's double-double with a commanding 18 points and 15 rebounds, Wellesley easily jumped out to a double-digit lead. And once again, Wellesley's defense made it a nightmare for their opponent, easily beating Needham 43-29. Raiders would also take care of their next opponent, dominating Weymouth on the road as well in another double-digit victory. This team, with 5 captains who are ready to lead, are definitely going to be fun to watch this season. We step aside from the highlights and go behind the scenes here at practice as the Raiders girls hockey team prepares for another outstanding season. The Raiders have done something very few teams can ever say they accomplished, let alone dream about, making it to the Garden 2 years in a row with arguably one of the most exciting plays in high school, the semifinals in overtime. Now, it's a new season. Filling the undeniable void that these 8 seniors left will not be easy. But that same fire, that same determination to get back there, never left. And if this team has any say in it, it never will.
A lot of time our team goals don't vary that much from year to year. I would say our first team goal is to win our league, the Herget division of the Bay State League. Second goal is to qualify for the tournament, which we have done for well over the past 10 years right now by winning more than 50% of our games. And our third goal is to make sure that our players develop throughout the season so that we're substantially better by the time tournament games come along. So I think focusing on those 3, taking it 1 game at a time, is something that has worked well for us in the past, and we're hoping will work out well again this year. We had 8 seniors last year that contributed to, 2 fine years we had that concluded in trips to the Boston Garden. We're going to miss those kids. We start our league play on Saturday against Needham, with the understanding that just about every other team will play early in the season is in the same boat. They've all lost some fine seniors, and they're looking around to fill that void. We're relatively lucky because we have 4 or 5 very experienced players here who are going to carry the load for a while. Because some of our younger players, sophomores and freshmen, kind of get their varsity legs and things start to kick in for us as a total team.
Under Coach Campbell, Wellesley always seems to find young talent, whether it's players coming up from junior varsity or true freshmen. With 19 freshmen and sophomores on the roster this year, whether it's making an impact between the pipes or simply doing your job, the potential is there for anyone's taking.
Well, we do have that excellent talent that helped our JV establish themselves and do so well last year. And the coaches were pleasantly surprised by some of our new players here who have actually come up from the middle school. So they're just 9th grade right now. And I think as we go from game to game, we're going to see our freshmen become a more active part of the regular rotation. Right now we have 2 excellent goaltenders. They were very good last year. They improved even more since last year. We have Alyssa Samino, and she'll actually be in net for us Saturday over at Needham. And we have Caroline Bedrosian. And we had a jamboree last night down at Walpole. Both of them played 1 full period against an opponent, and they did very well. So we're extremely happy with the goaltending situation this year.
As we get to see Goss, Doctor, and Koskadden, 3 solid captains, lead and truly make an impact these last 2 incredible seasons, this year is no different when it comes to leadership. After owning the second line just a season ago and playing a whole lot better than a ton of teams' first line, the Raiders now have seniors Carly Boyle, Kylie Noonan, Danny Hickman, and Sophie Vernon. And all have worked hard in the off-season to get even better. Right now, it's one opponent at a time, fighting hard for those 2 points.
Yeah, our second line has become our first line this year. The 3 captains. We have Carly Boyle at center. We have Sophie Vernon at one wing, and Kylie Noonan at the other wing. They all gave a very good account of themselves last year. And yeah, they were in fact better than most first lines for other teams. So we're hoping that they can really make a lot of noise in the league this year.
The Bay State Conference is extremely tough. The schedule won't be easy. Losing their second leading scorer to transfer will be yet another obstacle the Raiders have to face. But this team has never backed down from a challenge. And they're not about to start now. The road to the Garden begins, 1 game, 1 win at a time. So we head over to girls hockey as they open up the classic doubleheader with their rivals, the Needham Rockets. Where on this night, though it's at Babson, it would technically be a road game for Wellesley. So after opening up their season at Dedham on the road, winning easily 8-2, this matchup early on, unfortunately, already starts to go Needham's way. Raiders get some good opportunities here early in the opening period, but aren't able to get anything past goalie Sarah McLaughlin. Rockets, though, on the other hand, on this fast break, Elizabeth Fallon feeds a perfect centering pass to freshman Cassidy Persaik, and Persaik 5-holes it for a Rockets 1-0 lead. So after 2 periods, Wellesley, barely ever facing a deficit, head into this third and final period, now down 3-0, and understandably look shocked as a team. Any goal here by Wellesley would be huge in this final period, but a turnover deep in their own defensive end goes for another Cassidy Persaik goal. And this 4-0 Needham lead is a deficit nearly impossible for any team to come back from this late in the game. Though the final score of 6-0 Needham may not show up if you just focus on the stats, but sophomore goalie Caroline Bedrosian did a solid job in net for the Raiders. Rockets controlled time of possession throughout this whole game, and Bedrosian was constantly under fire, but still able to defend a lot of shots. So just as teams win together, they also pick each other up as a team after tough losses. Losing doesn't happen often here for girls hockey, especially against Needham. But as these players pride themselves on team defense, you can bet this 6-0 loss will be a motivating factor for the rest of this season, every time they step on the ice. So the boys would close out this doubleheader with their matchup with the Rockets, as Wellesley would definitely face a bigger test against Needham, after easily handing Dedham a 5-1 loss just a few days earlier. So still in the opening period, Raiders on the power play are aggressive on the net. Ethan Murphy's wrister gets kicked out by Aiden Murray, but Carter Huff with a wide open net in front sinks in the nasty putback for a 1-0 lead. Second period, Jack Doughty looks ready to score, but a diving Jack Prasad sticks the puck away. Goalie Aiden Murray takes offense at Doughty falling into him, as apparently Doughty tripped up on that play. I guess should have stopped himself from falling. Well, you know it's never going to be a dull moment between these two rivals. Pushing and shoving continues around the net. And so we head to the third, still anyone's game here. That is until Ethan Murphy has a say in this tight game. With 2:04 to go, Carter Huff centers it to Murphy, and Ethan Murphy's wrister goes top shelf for a much-needed score. It's now a 2-goal lead here, with time not on Needham's side. Rockets would then have to pull their goalie for the man-up advantage, but the advantage goes to Raiders instead. Ethan Murphy quickly puts the game away with his second goal in less than a minute, this time into the empty net. And a once close game now becomes a 3-0 final here. Raiders defense was consistent and helped handcuff Needham's offense all game. And Andrew Johnston would get his first shutout of the year as Wellesley puts together another solid victory. Final here, Wellesley 3, Needham 0. Well, that wraps up this week of Raiders Sports Block, but there's more Raiders action coming your way. Check out all Raiders highlights and full games right here at Wellesley Public Media, as we keep you covered with all Wellesley sports. Check us out on demand at wellesleymedia.org, our YouTube channel at Wellesley Public Media, right here on Comcast 9 and Verizon 39.